Here in this video, Budget Assignment 1, we are going to take a look at creating the budget for a project. Now this particular step, when you create a budget, should actually be done before you begin a project or before you begin an SAE. But because we are practicing, we are going to go ahead and go through it even though we've already completed the project. So a budget is a plan. It's a plan on how you're going to earn money and how you're going to spend that money. And so within the AET, you would go over to Finances, click on your Experience, and here's the LAM that we set up, the Show LAM for 2019. Now we did do the report, but also part of the planning is the budgeting and what we expect to earn and how we plan to spend that money. It's really critical to any type of a business organization, especially farming. In fact, if you were to go to the bank and request a loan so that you could begin your farming projects, they would want to know what your budget is and how you plan to actually earn the money so you can pay the loan back. So even though we've already completed this project, we will go ahead and assume that we are at the beginning of the project, and we'll put in some estimated values for these different categories. Let's go ahead and estimate our cash market sale income as $3,000. We think we might have a chance at winning some showmanship awards, so we'll estimate $100. We'll leave these blank. Expenses, feed. Let's estimate that we're going to spend $250. Let's estimate that we're going to have a vet expense of at least $75. And supplies, we think we might purchase $600. Maybe some other expenses amounting to $50. We know we're going to have to buy a lamb, and Mr. Brown has told us it could cost as much as $400 this year. We initially thought that we might keep the animal here at the school, and so they were going to charge us $50 rent. Entry fees, commissions, we estimate at $150. And we'll estimate our fuel cost at $50. And the rest of these we are going to leave blank. And so here are the values again. For income, let's go ahead and put $3,000 for cash market sale, $100 for the award, feed $250, vet expense $75, supplies $600, other expenses $50, inventory for resale $400. This would be the purchase of the lamb, and then rent paid to the school $50, and then we estimate we'll have some fees of $150, and then maybe a fuel cost of $50. And then once you have those values, you can also add notes to describe how it is that you're coming up with these particular values. For this assignment, we will leave that blank for now. When you do a real project, though, you will be expected in the FFA to go ahead and complete this, and of course in the real world you would also want to be including descriptions of how you came about the values that are indicated. But for now, let's go ahead and click Save, and that will conclude this first video on preparing a budget within the AET.